Hi guys, I know these don't look great, but I just found these, as I'm cleaning up and I'm trying to rearrange and organize some things, and I'm like, where are my auto ships? There's a couple auto ships that I know I've received that I had ordered, through HSN. And one of them was the large sentiment auto ship from Die Impress, and then the background dies and stencils. Funny enough, I just came across this. I was really looking for this one because I'm organizing things and I'm like, putting things in order. And I try to keep all my auto ships together, and I'm like, I know there's more than just, the Mother's Day ones, the summer, kits that I have, and then I think I had in that same section, because I try to keep things together, the Valentine set. So I'm looking for my Easter set, which I know I used for, I think, the live, the craft stream with HSN, so I'm sure it's still with those things, because I kind of kept those things together. I need to put that stuff away. But one of them was the Halloween auto ship. This actually came out, I think, in June, I want to say. So I have it here, and I was going to make a card, but then I thought, oh, you know what? We have Scrap Your Stash. I can make like a cute page, and I'm sure the sentiments on here will be cute going along with maybe some of the stencils here or the borders. I don't know. So I'm just going to work on them. Having said that, I don't know that these things are available on HSN. I haven't seen them. I really haven't seen them bring out any of like overstock for any of these items, so that's unfortunate. But I will link whatever might be available in the description box. That would be an affiliate link, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. If it is with HSN and possible, it could be embedded in the video here. I get the question a lot. People don't know where the links are. They're like, where is it? Or I don't see it. It depends on how you're watching, I suppose. So if it's an affiliate link with YouTube, like through their program, which isn't every company, it's really only HSN, I think maybe Ulta, the other one I might have linked to, or maybe Walmart. It'll be embedded here, and it might have a little picture of a shopping bag. It might say shop products or just shop. Right under the video title, there's probably a little tab that either has like a little shopping bag icon, or it says shop or shop products. And sometimes when you expand the description box, they'll also be there too, like little pictures. Otherwise, I do have them like written, typed out in the description box. Okay, so 4 different ways to find them. Kind of interesting. I don't know. So they're there. But thank you guys for asking and looking for them, right? So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. So I think we'll work on a page. I haven't really thought about anything in particular, because I haven't looked at these really since I kind of showed them to you whenever they first arrived. Like this one I haven't even opened. But I'm pretty sure when this came in, I unboxed it. That's why everything's kind of loose. So again, it comes with your sticky sheets, your your marquee cutting folder. I'm interested more in the stencils on this one if I'm going to do a page. So we have the pumpkin corner, very cute. We have a little spider webby corner. That's fun. We have like a little spooky tree and moon and all these things in the background. Then we have these falling leaves. So this one's obviously larger. I don't really know what size page I'm going to make. I usually make my pages, I add my pictures later. So maybe, and then of course your instruction for your adhesive sheet, and also a little applicator. Those to the side. And then of course it comes with your die. So this initially was, I don't remember if it was a Christmas set or what. No, it was Flower Market. That's what it was called. So it was like floral kind of things. So that's where this auto ship came from. And this one was just large sentiments. And this one is, I think, on its last few shipments, because it's been going on for a while already. Also, I grabbed this because I do want to make a tutorial for this, guys. When I showed this, guys, to you in a haul, I had said it was an auto ship, and it's not available right now because it's an auto ship, right? And still I had maybe 3, 4, 5 people ask me where the link was for this one. It's an auto ship. I don't have a link again, unless Die Impress, brings it to their site, which they hardly ever do. I will say, having said that, this one's really cute. I will make a video for you guys on this one. The Boo to You pull tab cards. If you guys remember the pull tab, really cute auto ship program. I got in it, of course. And when that happens, I get them for a review, right? My first set, like the first auto ship that you guys will see. And then I go and I buy it on HSN anyway, because I want to get it on the auto ship. So I usually end up with 2 of that, and then I sell one of them because obviously I bought one that I don't need. So anyway, but not this, not the auto ship part of it. There's a Rain or Shine one that came before that I didn't tutorialize either, so I need to do a tutorial on that too. So I try to get to them when I can, guys. And I'm sorry if I'm slow on it, but the actual making the mechanism of that is going to be the same for the very first video I made, and then any subsequent ones. So yeah, there was something else I had just remembered when I was mentioning something about this, but oh well. So let me put this guy up. The reason I looked over there and I was like, oh yeah, I have this guy too to make a tutorial on. Oh, what I was going to say is the alphabet. Remember the alpha that sold out really fast? The Harvest alpha that has like cute little Autoships that go along with it. I didn't even get into because I was on a cruise and I just blew it. Like totally did not get it. HSN wasn't releasing the Autoship option of it for I don't know why. Anyway, I'm hearing, hopefully, and don't just take it from me, but I had talked with Shane at Diamond Press, and I'm like, I am so sad I didn't get that, and so many people were so sad they didn't get it, because, like, it really flew out. Like, I don't know if they only brought in a few numbers or whatever, but he said that they're going to hopefully have it in the Diamond Press store, so the subsequent ones. So I don't know what the timing of that is, or if it's going to be after the other ones are released, that people who already signed up for the auto ship, you know, I don't know. But that's what he said, and I will follow up again because I really, really, really want those. So I'll let him know. Please, please, please do that. So anyway, so we have these large sentiments, which I think are going to be really fun for a page. So like, why not? So let's do a little stenciling, background kind of stuff, little topper here, and that will be today's Scrap Your Stash, because these are definitely part of my stash. I've had them for months now. So let me grab some paper and we'll just go from there. I'll be right back. Start off with some paper here. Funny enough, I don't know. Oh, this is 2 sheets. See, this is really old paper I have. It's Recollections, and it's like super lightweight because that's what I used to buy back in the day. And then I have some nicer, sturdier papers, some newer ones. So this is like heavy construction weight type paper. Obviously, they're cardstocks. I was gonna say, oh, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'll cut something cute, like a big square, maybe a scallop. And I probably do have dies that big. But dare I use the Cricut right now just to make a scallop square, something cute that's nice and big? You know why I would have dies that big is like Hunky Dory and yeah, they just like making really big dies sometimes too, and some other companies that I had, probably some old ones. Something to think about. I'm going to cut this down. I've been using this little guy recently, but you know what? This paper is a very weird size, so I am going to, well, maybe I'll still use it. I'm going to put a mark down here with my mat so I know where 8 inches is. I could do the math, but honestly this paper is A4 size, and you know it's like a weird, not quite 11 inches, not 11 and a half either. It's just very odd size. So I'm going to do 8 inch. I put myself a little mark here. And it's just a really old Fiskars cutting tool that I've had in my stash. Look, it's really hard to get right up in here too, so not the best tool in the world, but if we pick that up, okay, 8 inches supposedly, and in the other direction, I'll do another 8 inches. Why am I using this? I don't know. Okay, so this one only needs a 1/4 inch taken off that one side, but this guillotine does not have numbers close enough for that to really be feasible, so I'm just going to mark it again. And I'm just going to line that up, and hopefully, you know, it's a roughly 8 inch square. Okay, so I guess what I'll do, like I said, 8 inch square for like a, you know, 8 inch scrapbook. I do like 12 inch scrapbooks, like 8 inch. If I was going to do a double layout, I would do exactly the same for both sides that I'm going to show you right now. Alright, I guess that means I'm going to fire up my Cricut, so let me grab that. I already have actually a mat out here. I've told you guys I've been reorganizing, doing stuff, and so this mat happens to be right here. This paper was actually from a pack from Recollections called Flamingo, so I don't really know if this is orange. It might be a different kind of bright pink. It looked orange to me, so kind of a bright orange, like coral color, isn't it? Alright, well, this isn't really about the Cricut, so what I'm going to do is go to my machine and just cut myself a square, a scallop square that is 6 inches. That way we have an inch border all around. That'd be cute. Okay, so I will do that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, actually I chose a really cute scallop square because I figured why not? If we're using the Cricut, funny enough, when I logged in, the first thing my computer showed me was a scallop square for some reason. Like, you know how on Design Space they're like, oh, you want to see these images or whatever, these projects? And it was a scallop square, and I'm like, is that also listening to me? Oh my goodness. I'm telling you. I'll mention something and like within 30 seconds, YouTube will have something about that. And I'm like, how is that? And I don't even feel like my phone is sitting around. But anyway. Not to be like some kind of theorist, what I'm trying to say is they do that, right? So anyway, I'm like, oh my goodness. not great. But I pulled up Scallop Square, and then I saw this one, and I think it was an Anna Griffin cut. They're calling it a label, but that is very pretty. I thought, you know what, if we're doing Halloween, you might as well do like a fun shape. It is kind of small. I did say 6 inches, so I have a feeling 6 inches from here to here. I don't know if I like that. It's supposed to have 2 layers, and I'm like, I don't really want the second layer, but you know what? Maybe I want the second layer. I'm going to cut another layer. Should we make it gold? That'd be fun, huh? Okay, so I'm going to cut out another one. I'll do 6, well, let's do 7. Something that's going to be kind of tight around this. Like I said, this is supposed to be a label, and it actually did have 2 layers. I'll show you. Let me just say I'm done here. And let me go back, because I already made it that. So if I say back, 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 it was supposed to be like this. See, it has that yellow layer. And I was like, I don't really want that. I want the sharper inner layer. So I'm going to, again, just take that outer one and maybe stretch them both so that they both grow the same. I'm going to group them again because I ungrouped it. Sorry, I know this isn't about that, but that's what I'm doing here. I'm manipulating it. And I'm going to say 7-inch square. And let me see what that looks like. So we have that. And, I mean, what are you going to do? So, hopefully that'll still work out with this guy. I'm going to run that through some gold paper, and I'll be right back. You know what? I changed my mind. Because what if it actually is a little bit different? So I'm going to go back and make this 6 inches. And then I'm going to do an offset. So that way, I know for sure it fits it well. That's a good offset. 1/4 inch all around. And that's going to make it roughly like 6.5 inches. I mean, I can make it a little bit thicker, but I just don't want it to be too thick. That's fine. It's almost 0.3 of an inch. Okay, apply. Very cute. And I'm just going to do that, the offset, cut that out. I'll be right back. Hey, guess what? It froze. I'm telling you. I'm just going to quit. I don't know if this is new, but it looks like this. Before you used to click on an image and then just say, okay, you know, go to the canvas. But now it does this, and then you still have to say add to canvas. It's like a second layer of choosing. Kind of weird. Anyway, I'll be back. Oh, and then after you say add to canvas, it did say down here add to canvas. Then you can X off of this, and then you go to your canvas. Kind of weird. I think that's more problematic than if you just did what we were doing before. Okay, you thought that was going to be quick and simple, you know? It's crazy. But anyway, I'll be right back. It's cutting. I could have also had it cut me a center, like to gut the center so I can use that gold paper for something else. Just put a square in there or something that you think, or we can gut it right now afterwards. So, I'll be back. Oh, here it comes. So I could have added a square in here also. Or with this one, honestly, we could have left it together and made a frame because honestly, I don't need this whole piece to be there. It could just be a frame around this portion, right? So there's lots of ways to conserve your paper. But I think what we'll do is just gut it. And you know, I guess I'm done with that, so I'll just close this and I'll show you what I mean. But we could have done that all in the Cricut. I could have left it just like this and say to weld them or do a cut, and it would just take this shape out of this. So the only thing it's going to cut is the very outside. And then you just put them back together. But you would want them to really do that really well, otherwise it doesn't match up. So something to think about if you think your machine does things super accurately. But what we can also do is just come in and cut some of this away. I usually don't cut on my cutting mat, but this is a cutting mat, so. And I'm leaving myself a good amount around the edge so I don't end up having to do it again because I cut too close to the scallop where that, you know, didn't actually show up. So I can use this. Maybe we'll use it for our sentiment. Maybe we'll use it on a different project. But either way, I have this little piece of gold paper I can use for something else. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. But we are going to do some inking on this one. And I'm thinking maybe I'll glue them together before I glue it down, just in case it's a little bit crooked or something. So let me grab some ink and clean up a little bit. I'll be right back. So, oh, you know what? Let's put the lid back on this. I thought I picked everything up. Okay. I think I'm going to take this one, I guess. And just do a little something coming out of this top corner. I'm just going to hold it, but we have some black ink. Oopsie, maybe that's not the best idea, huh? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Put that there. I do have my grip mat. I hope Diamond Press brings more of those to their site or back to HSN or wherever, because they did sell out and people were bummed out that they missed that too. Although I think they brought quite a few, so it just happened to be something that sold out, you know. Let's see here. At least that's how I remember it, because it was on the site for a while. But you know, people want to wait for craft day, and sometimes that's fine. Sometimes, you know, it runs out. All right, just a little something fun. It is definitely have a line where it just stops, right? So you can do with that what you will. Okay, I'm just gonna glue this on top of this, and that's all the stenciling I was gonna be doing. Well, let's do a little something more. Hold on. I'm going to go around the edges, although I like to do this with more of a dauber type thing than a brush, but I'm just going to go around the very edges and just kind of dirty this up a little bit, okay? I'll be back. So now I just glue these guys together. Just put some glue around the very edge of my orange piece, or you can put it here, just so you know exactly where you're putting glue. But again, keeping it kind of tight because I don't really know where the scallops kind of go in and out. Just a little something. See? I had a little glue out towards this edge. That's okay. Alright. Pretty good. I would just go and put glue and stick this down, but this is slippery and I don't want to move it if I'm trying to flatten that out, so I'm just going to wait. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down. Again, still, you know, pretty good amount of edge on this one. With 8-inch pages, I usually just do one picture so it doesn't bother me, but if you want to add maybe more pictures, I would make sure this matte layer would be larger so it kind of accommodates, you know, the sizing of something more. But I think that looks pretty good. I guess we can square that up there. I'll hold that down and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm going to cut some paper, and again, we could have done this all in the Cricut, but if you don't have a Cricut, don't worry. I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/4 inch square, only because this scrap of paper is not quite 4 1/2, so I was like, you know what, I can still use it. Maybe a 4 1/4 inch square. And your picture can be like a 4-inch square picture that would matte layer in that. And I mean, again, are we just going to keep them all centered and keep going up from there? I think that looks really cute. Okay, so I'll do that. And then again, you would have like a 4-inch picture in here. So 8-inch, this is like a 1/3 of an inch offset to this square that is 6 inches. This is a 4 1/4 inch. And then your picture can be 4 inches or something. And these are just numbers I'm coming up with, obviously. You can play with that, do whatever you like. And it doesn't have to be right in the middle, but that's kind of how I do things. So, put that right in there. And then I like to use photo corners, so I would put my little photo corners in here and pop my photo in. But for now, I'm going to cut out a sentiment, and that's a really quick, easy page. Again, you know, I feel like with scrapbooking, a lot of times it's intimidating because it has to be spectacular. And honestly, as you're looking back, it does not have to be spectacular. Each page does not have to be an Anna Griffin masterpiece. You know, it can be just be matted up, layered up, really cute. Put your sentiment, maybe a card, maybe a little, like a journaling card, or maybe a little something that says like 2024. Obviously, it's like Halloween, you know, or if it's a certain party, a Halloween party or whatever, you might want to say. It doesn't have to be a whole heartfelt explanation every time, right? I think that's what holds us back a lot of times. Spooky wishes. It's kind of more of a greeting, isn't it? I was going to say happy hunting. That's cute. I mean, we have happy Halloween. You're a Scream. Oh, let's do You're a Scream. That's very cute. Okay, so let's find You're a Scream. I want to say it's this one. Yeah. Okay, and I'll cut it out of gold and a black offset. So I'm going to run this through gold paper and black paper, okay? And I'll be right back. Oh. The one popped right out. I thought this one would too, but there we go. Alright, so You're a Scream, You're a Scream. Let me see how I want to matte layer, or not matte layer, but layer that. The black there, I think that looks really cute. Maybe more towards the inside if I'm going to put this down here. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that together like this, and you guys know with something smaller, it's actually not that delicate. So maybe I'll go ahead and put it on here. I was going to say, a lot of times I just put the glue on the back of my hand. You can definitely use your little glue dots. I know this kit came with the older glue dots that, the sticky sheets that Die Press had. And sometimes if something's too delicate, you'll have to do a lot of cleanup around the edges to get those little dots kind of away. So with the newer ones, that's not so much an issue. But I'm going to put those together like that. I usually go a little bit by little just to make sure everything's lining up pretty well, especially because this one has quite a few pieces like up and down and all that. Okay, I'm going to hold that together and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I know I was auditioning it over here, but then I thought, you know, all the decoration over here, although I like the way that looks, let's spread the love a little bit. So do this over here. I'm not going to put glue under the R part or the A because that's going to be like where my picture is. And so maybe then I'll add a little something, but I don't think so. I'll just slide my picture under that area. So for right now, I'm just going to put this on here and hold that down, okay? And I'll be right back. Guys, and that is our 8-inch page. Again, if I was doing this again, like a double layout, I would do the exact same thing over here. I would do my little stenciling on the left side, and you might think, well, how are you going to do that if the thing is a certain shape, right? Very easy. You're just going to flip it over to the back side and stencil from the back side. Actually, I just washed it, so I don't have it here to show you guys. But let's pretend that was this one, right? So you did your thing. Just flip it over and do it on this side, and your little spider will be facing in. So it'll be the same thing, but on this side, so everything mirrored. And then maybe on this side, you put your little journaling card, right? Instead of the title. And then you have your little double page layout. So really fun. Had a fun time using things that generally I would consider for card making for scrapbooking. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll have images coming up. I'll have links as appropriate in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.